Weather Rate certified 10 years in a row.
And I know the warm weather pushed back those ice castles a little bit, but I'm really excited that they're still able to do it.
Yeah, backside of the Wasatch can get pretty chilly, Courtney, so that is good news. But unfortunately, that warmer weather, it's been a bit of a problem, and we have a ridge of high pressure keeping things pretty dry. This is what it looked like at sunset tonight. Chris Williams catching this one out of South Jordan. You see that pop of color, but you also notice those clouds that have been filtering through in the evening hours, still out there in portions of the Beehive State. We'll look at where. Just awesome to see that sunset. We're getting some longer days, which is good news, but unfortunately, they come with building haze, plenty of it. We've watched that air quality really decline. Started on Sunday, and we've continued throughout the week. We have those close to average temperatures, but we will be trending warmer as we make it into the middle of the week, and we're going to talk about if there's any relief in sight when it comes to these socked-in valleys in the north. Temperatures today did make it into the low 40s in Salt Lake, tied those temperatures yesterday, 20s and 30s throughout the rest of the Wasatch Front. Chilly and Vernal and Price. We did see the warmth there in Blanding. Look at Moab getting to 62, clearing out inversion and warming up that high pressure, delivering those warmer temperatures. 54 in St. George. Right now in Salt Lake, we're freezing and we're going to stay there. Numbers will be bottoming out in the low 20s. As we get through the next several hours, you're going to notice those clouds still out there. Teens are expected in those outlying areas along the Wasatch Front, and some single digits in places like the Uinta Basin as well as Castle Country. High pressure in control. The ridge kind of keeps that moisture far to the north, but you notice those clouds that have moved through. Started late this afternoon, pushing into central Utah, and a few more sneaking under the ridge. Call that a dirty ridge, and that's what we're dealing with. Unfortunately, not much relief. Air quality tomorrow will suffer. We're already sitting in an unhealthy for sensitive group category in Salt Lake County. That's going to stay. We could see that become more widespread. DEQ calling for moderate air throughout the rest of northern Utah, including Box Elder and Tooele County, but that could extend over into the Uinta Basin and towards Duchesne County. So elevated particulate matter becoming more noticeable, and it was already tough out there today. So unfortunately, strengthening inversions heading into our Wednesday will be quite an issue. Tonight, quiet conditions, and tomorrow, that's when we get that haze. It's going to be very noticeable. It was out there in Salt Lake County and other spots. Really going to start to notice the change. You got to beat the inversion, and how do you do that? You head to the high country. We've got warmer conditions and clearer conditions in our mountain valleys and mountains. As we head into Thursday, notice the cloud cover that starts to kind of come through. That's ahead of our next weak front that will impact us late Thursday into Friday. We also get above average warmth moving in for our Thursday, warm before the storm. That means temperatures will climb slightly above average. So we're talking about mid 40s there. So a heads up. Here's a look at the long range. Give you a good idea how to visualize that ridge of high pressure dominating the west. So most of the moisture stays to the north of us. We do see an area of low pressure, and we're like, hello, come on down. Unfortunately, by Friday morning, we get a dry, mostly dry front that comes through northern Utah. But that low drags its moisture to our neighboring state. Heading towards Colorado, they'll benefit with more snow. We do have a chance of seeing the northern mountains and western Uintas getting some light snowfall, but it looks like a mostly dry front. High pressure eager to set back up as we head into the weekend. So that's the pattern, and it looks really dry. 20s, 30s, and 40s along the Wasatch Front and on the eastern side of the state for tomorrow. 42 in Delta. Low 50s in Cedar City and mid 50s there in St. George. Taking a look at the next 7 days, we do have sunshine, breezy conditions Friday into Saturday with a warming trend in Washington County. Above average, usually this time of year, low 50s is the daytime high in St. George. Here's a look at the Wasatch Front. That haze very noticeable through Thursday. Now, southerly winds ahead of that weak front, and the northwest flow behind it should take the edge off of the inversion. We're hoping for mixing by Friday. Could see that haze set back up. Notice those temperatures kind of drop down to the low 40s Friday into Saturday with that front. Dry, though, for the next 7 in northern Utah, and I don't love to say that in early January. Courtney, Glenn, over to you.